So, yesterday I made a video, it was really last night, I made a video ranting about the fucking Zodiac and the Zodiac systems and how I don't believe in this shit in any type of way. And, if you've been following me for a while, I've talked about this before, a while back. I don't believe in any of this shit, and I never have. Just for the sake of my own individuality. I'm just like this person because they were born at the same time I was. We're the same. I couldn't do it with it. I just couldn't do it with the whole shit. Now, I posted a video and I posed a question. I wanted to know, well, if this is true for humans, could this be true for animals, insects, etc.? Would it be true for everything? Because again, we're dealing with astrological. And the stars is everywhere. People born under the stars, but we're not the only motherfuckers born on this earth. Arrogant we are to believe such. Now, I was told that was not an important question. It didn't fucking matter. I was called ignorant. I was called a fucking coon. I was told to do more fucking research and look up birth charts, and even told that this is an African system. So it started out with your people, which I already fucking knew. The one thing about people that they like to do is because I don't agree with something or I don't believe in something, they like to tell me to go do some fucking research. Even though, okay, I did the research, I still don't believe in it. It's almost like when Christians be like, well, you don't believe in Jesus, well, here go read this scripture. Or here go read this fucking book, and then now you'll believe in Jesus. Completely ignoring the fact that I was a Christian for 28 years. That part doesn't matter. I had no idea that black people sit around and believed in this shit so wholeheartedly that they'll even go as far as to insult the shit out of somebody for posing a question that they can't answer, or just simply trying to see where the fuck are y'all getting this shit from. I get it, it's true sometimes. I understand. Natal charts, got mine pulled up right here. I'm going to go through a couple of things on that here in a second. But, it's odd to watch people do this because even the concept of time isn't real. Sorry, we really don't know what fucking time it is. I'll even double back and apologize for the fact that we don't know what day it is really. We have to understand that there was nothing really to go by out here other than the seasons changing. We know there are 4 seasons that change, they loop and they loop over and over again. We know that can be observed in nature. Days cannot be observed in nature. It's impossible. So how do you have a sign based on the day you were born and the month you were born in when days and months aren't even real? Somebody made a comment on Facebook, Rob, you don't believe in shit. It's not that I don't believe in anything. There's no way. We don't know what fucking day it is. We have days to understand things. Tomorrow, yesterday, next week. I get all of that shit. But the establishment of the days and months aren't real. I was told I need to go study the African traditions and see how deep we were in astrology. I was told to do this. Even though I already know about this shit. You have the Dogon tribe. It's an African tribe, the Dogon, who for centuries have been at one with astrology, even able to observe constellations from here without the use of telescopes and technology. The Dogon. Actually, I learned about them watching a Hidden Colors DVD. I forget which one exactly. But I learned about the Dogon on that. But what I didn't learn is how the Dogon would say, well, if you're born under this set of constellation, this child is going to be this way. By the time they get to be about, 20-something years old, I'll be able to tell you how they are, blanket format, as to how these people are that are born at this time on this day and this month. Dogon never did that. Never happened like that. But I'm being told this is an ancient African, and it's not. And I have yet to have any answers as to show me where they personified the constellations into making a certain child born have this set of personality traits. I still haven't gotten that information from anyone. I'm just getting a lot of insults, right? And to be called a coon, I was like, God damn, you sleep, boy. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You need to go read some books. What books should I read? I don't know, but you need to go read some fucking books. Maybe this will make you believe in this shit. That's not how I operate. I don't give a damn who wrote it down. If it don't make sense to me, it just doesn't make sense. And how the hell can you say, well, maybe you take maybe a sign like Capricorns or something, somebody that's supposed to be sensitive and shit. You run up on a goddamn tiger, a sensitive tiger. Think you gonna pet that motherfucker. If you must. I mean, right? If you must. The motherfucker probably still gonna maul the shit out of you. It doesn't matter when it was born. It's going to maul the shit out of you. But the human being is so special. Even though we are the cancer of the earth, the cancer of the world, we're so special that when we born, it means something. I'm going to tell you who you're compatible with. Based on when they were born. It's a little far-fetched. I have looked up I looked into my natal chart. I did all that, Googled it up. I was told you need to Google this shit and see how it really is. I'm going to go through some of this shit with y'all. Alright, they have me put my name in, my birth date, my birth time, and where I was born. And from this, it was going to tell me, it was going to read my life to me. Now, this shit has it to where I'm a little bit of all types of signs. You know, different, like my rising sun is in 3 degrees Sagittarius. Alright? I'll read this out to y'all. Be patient with me. We're going to go through this shit, because y'all motherfuckers not going to sit and call me ignorant for not believing in this shit. It's not all true. Some of it's true. It's not all true. So when you have something that's not all true, how can it be a belief system? I don't understand that shit. But I'll continue. My rising sun is in 3 degrees Sagittarius. All right. You are known for being open, frank, outgoing, and honest. Interesting. Can't say I've always been honest, though. Can't really say that I've always been honest. I had to come into not lying, but fine. At times, though, you are also blunt and quite indiscreet. Others have to learn to not take everything you say personal because you usually do not mean any harm. You appreciate living your life in a straightforward and simple manner. You dislike social niceties and consider them to be hindrances to real communication. Very true. I do like all this bullshit. I don't fuck with it. You have lots and lots of energy and tend to be quite restless if you feel confined. You demand the freedom to do as you choose. You must be self-directed or you feel trapped and anxious. With your abundant energy, you enjoy being outdoors and you should be attracted to physical exercise or those forms of sport which can help you burn off some of the excess energy. That is true. That is true. It's odd that it worded it, you should be attracted to. But, it kind of throws it up there. Whatever. Very gregarious. You love to socialize. Your innate enthusiasm lightens up any gathering. That's fucking touching. Right? I can't necessarily say I love to socialize. I can do it, though. I'm actually a very introverted person. But we'll continue. Now, my sun is in 28 degrees Aries. By nature, you are very energetic and high-spirited. You are fiercely independent. You must be first in everything you do, and you enjoy taking risk. Still ain't been bungee jumping, rock climbing. I don't enjoy the shit at all, but you are the one who will rush in where angels fear to tread. That sounds powerful. That make you feel good, like, damn, that shit is, you know what I'm saying? All right. I'll rush in where angels fear to tread. Like, god damn. Even though angels ain't real, but okay. Quite brilliant at initiating new projects, you are terrible at following through to completion. That is complete bullshit, but we'll continue. You are an enthusiastic leader, but you tend to be a reluctant follower. Often you are quick to anger, but you usually recover just as fast, regretting later things you said when you're upset. No. If I get mad and have to go ham on your ass, I'm not sorry that I said the shit I said. I meant every fucking bit of it. I don't apologize. But we'll move on. One of your best traits is that you are simple and direct, blunt and honest. Just be careful you do not hurt others' feelings. Your need to be competitive at all costs may provoke resistance from others, but as long as you maintain your usual sunny good humor, this should not should not prove to be a major problem for you. I'm pretty sunny humor. All that shit's good. It said moon is in 11 degrees Cancer. For the most part, you are strong and secure emotionally. You intuitively know what to do to make others feel comfortable, loved, accepted, and needed. You naturally enjoy feeding and taking care of others. Nice, very nice things being said about me here. Be careful that your mothering does not turn into smothering. Now that is some bullshit. At times, you tend to feel that those whom you are attracted, whom you are attached, can never do anything without your assistance and support. Basically, motherfuckers need me. You can't do it without me now. Cut the shit. Extremely sensitive by nature. I have to disagree with that. It hurts you deeply whenever anyone criticizes you. I have to disagree with that as well. You have an almost desperate need to be loved and wanted and needed by everyone with whom you come in contact. You go out of your way to be accommodating to them. That is some bullshit. But we'll keep moving. Mercury is in 18 degrees Taurus. A slow and careful thinker. You like to present your ideas visually and concretely. Abstractions are quite difficult for you to understand. Well, that is bullshit. For you, everything must be practical and useful in order to merit your attention. Well, I guess I can say that is true. You are a perfectionist. You enjoy being skillful enough to handle the dexterity required of fine craftsmanship. That's interesting. I put a lot of shit together. And I be putting shit together all the time. Some of y'all been seeing this shit. That is interesting. Cautious and conservative in your thinking. You are very slow to change your opinions. You are more apt to respond to an appeal to your feelings than to an appeal to your logic or reason. I don't really have feelings, though. That's the only thing. I don't really have that. But that is interesting. It says Venus is in 6 degrees Gemini. So I got a little bit of that in me, too. All types of shit going on. You are friendly, warm, open, and tolerant towards others. You love variety in relationships. Indeed, you may even prefer to maintain more than one relationship at a time. Very witty and humorous, you have an ability to amuse and please others. This makes you quite popular. I don't know about my popularity. You love to play the field and thus find it difficult to settle down and make any deep emotional commitments. Your innate charm and vivacity. I've never seen this. This vivacious, they just turned it into a different tense of the word. Your innate charm and vivacity makes you welcome most everywhere you go. So people like me everywhere. I can agree with that. I'm a pretty cool motherfucker. Mars is in 9 degrees Taurus. A little bit of Taurus going on with me too. Careful, slow, and thorough about what you do. At times, you're also willful and stubborn when others try to alter your course. You are definitely not a quitter. You will work long and hard to get what you want. Your possessions are very important to you. That's some bullshit. One of your continuing problems is that you tend to regard the significant people in your life much the same way you do as your possessions. You become overly attached and much too jealous. Now, anybody that knows me, like, come on. You repress your anger when you get upset, and that is not healthy. That's not true. Try to learn to show your anger immediately in order to avoid painful explosions later. That is mostly bullshit right there. But again, we'll keep moving. Jupiter is in 10 degrees Sagittarius. You have a very strong sense of ethics and morality. You are widely read and may also be widely traveled because you are sincerely interested in expanding your knowledge of the world about you. At times, you have an annoying tendency to be self-righteous and preachy about your belief system. I'll give them that. I will give them that, goddammit. I hate to, but I'll give them that. You are usually quite idealistic and you demand the right to be able to explore the entire world of experiences yourself. Remember to grant others the similar right. Be tolerant, not dogmatic. Sometimes I can be a little dogmatic. If it's some bullshit, I can't be that. So, a little bit bullshit, a little bit true shit. Saturn is in 1 degree Scorpio. Okay. You tend to release emotional energies only very reluctantly. This is partly due to your fear of what horrible calamity may occur once your emotions are released. Your emotions are terribly complicated and intense. Try not to repress these energies entirely, however, or you will succumb to negative and destructive forms of compulsive behavior. I ain't bust no windows out of nobody's car, slash no tires, stalk nobody, no crazy shit like that. I keep it cool. Give yourself the freedom to look awkward or silly once in a while. The relief you feel will be quite therapeutic, and the embarrassment, whether it is real or imagined, will pass quickly. Alright, that's kind of one of those. Alright. Uranus is in 8 degrees Sagittarius. You and most of your peers have the tendency to think that all ideas, customs, and traditions from the past are outmoded and irrelevant. I can agree to that. The shit y'all believe in is some bullshit. This actually being one of them, oddly enough, that they said that. Like, even this is some outmoded and irrelevant bullshit. You are attracted to radically new ideas, philosophies, and religions that will hopefully cause sweeping change throughout the world. They can take out religions completely from there, but ideas and philosophies, I will say, yeah. I am interested in attracted to ideas that will change the fucking world. Neptune is in 28 degrees Sagittarius. You and your entire generation are heavily involved in investigating and idealizing foreign and exotic intellectual systems and religious philosophies. Wow. My whole generation. The most extreme ideas will be pursued with gusto. If you don't know what gusto is, that's just pursued head on. Just going right for it. You will be at the forefront of humanitarian attempts to improve the lot of those who are in need of assistance. Now I can feel that. You will be comfortable with the concept of the global village. Interesting. They say that about me. Moving on, Pluto is in 28 degrees Libra. For your entire generation, this is a time of radical changes in society's attitudes towards marriage and interpersonal relationships. There is a general fear and awe at the power inherent in making emotional or contractual commitments. They will not be entered into lightly. Basically, fuck all that marriage and other extra bullshit, signing contracts and shit to show love. I don't believe in all that, so that's interesting that they said that. Well, this chart pulled that up about me as well. In node, which I don't, in node, is the in dot node, is in 26 degrees Gemini. So I'm back into the Gemini. You will constantly seek out many different contacts with others throughout your life. Many of these will be of very short duration, not necessarily because you're fickle, but just because you always seem to be more excited by the prospect of meeting someone new rather than prolonging your present relationships. Now that is some bullshit. At any rate, you will learn something new from almost everyone you come across. Intellectual stimulation is what you crave from others, which is very lacked out here, by the way. You will be well known to neighbors and relatives, partly due to your curiosity about what they're doing. And that is bullshit, because I mind my own motherfucking business. You delight in keeping up to date about the latest news and gossip. So, I just read off my whole fucking chart to y'all. Again, if you followed me through all that, I appreciate it. We made it to this point, alright? Some of the stuff in here is true about what I am and who I am. But a lot of it is bullshit as well. How do you find comfort in believing something that's sometimes true and a lot of times some bullshit? That's the same thing people do with religion. I don't understand that. And will believe in it so much that if someone says they don't believe in it, they're ignorant, they're coons, all this other extra shit that comes along with me not believing in this shit. Reading some of the things that it was said about my personality, and some people that know me can agree to some of the things that it said about my personality, and people that know me can disagree with them as well, just based on knowing me. I can't do belief in something that's, like fortune cookies or some shit. Just say some shit, it might stick, it might not stick. And people believe in it. I've been told to go study this shit. You need to study more. Now, I done pulled the whole goddamn chart up and read it off to you. I don't need to study any more of this shit. A lot of it is bullshit, which means that it's not true. Just as not true as the fucking dates, times, and months that we even fucking born in. Now, is astrology real? Studying the stars and the planets and all that? Yes. I'm not saying that's not real. But to attach personality traits to when you were born, what time you were born, what month you were born in, what day you were born on, that is bullshit. To believe in this wholeheartedly, enough to insult somebody for not believing in it, and trying to tell y'all, like, it'd be nice if we just believed in our fucking selves. That'd be great. I'm hoping it happens soon. But if it's not Jesus, then it's the goddamn Zodiac. Like, you don't have to believe in all this shit to be okay. I was told that I lack the magic. I was told this. I lack magic. Oh, he ain't ready. He's just blind to it. You know, he don't know what the fuck's going on out here. But I pose some good questions that still won't be answered. Do animals have these, I guess, traits as well? Or is the human being the only one that was blessed enough to personify stars and when you were born on them and where the planets were when you were born? Are we the only ones special enough for that? Because I don't think we're that goddamn special based on what we do to each other, based on what the fuck we do to the goddamn planet at all times. But we special enough to personify stars. Not just observe them and understand them and notice the phases and the changes in the stars. Because that's the study of astrology. Y'all got this shit fucked up. To personify the astrology is where the arrogance comes in. To tell me I need to study what? You can't even tell me where to go study it. Doesn't make any sense. But I'll be insulted. Probably even on this video. People be telling me how real this shit is. I had my horoscope done and this, that, and the other. I even had somebody tell me, well, I make money off this shit. I do this shit for a living. You just need to be convinced. Same thing a pastor will tell you. Same type arguments. Same one that the Christians will have. You need to go study Jesus more. Because you ain't did enough studying. If you don't believe in it, then you didn't read enough. The more you read, the more you'll understand about it. Very, very interesting that we say that. But we'll see if my questions will be answered this time. I'll pose them again. Maybe people missed them in the last video. Is this specific to human beings? Or can the lion, the tiger, and the fucking bear, do they have signs? Do they have all the planets aligned up and they got that little piece of all this shit that's going on? And then where did you get your concept of days, months, years, time? Where did we get all this shit from? Where? And is it so accurate? Do you believe in it so much that you really think you know what day you were born on? You really believe you know that? So, hopefully y'all made it through the video. I can't wait to see some of the comments in response to what I've said. If you're just going to fucking insult me, just don't. I mean, if you're going to school me, school me. That's one thing I'm not understanding. If you want to school me, show me, or something like that, or can answer these questions, then do that. Tell me I'm blind, ignorant, and asleep, but you can't provide me anything at all to show me how. Then that's just fucking dumb. At least I'll come on here and explain myself. At least I'll do that. No one that's made a comment has explained anything to me other than telling me to go read some shit. Done read it. Just read it all in front of y'all aloud. Now what? It's still mostly bullshit. And how can you believe in something that's mostly bullshit? That's all I'm saying. I'm out. Y'all, I thought about this shit after making the fucking video. I have one more question. Maybe somebody can answer that for me as well. What about twins that are born only minutes apart that are polar opposites of each other? And you'll have twins all the time being born. Triplets, quadruplets, all types of shit going on that are completely different. How do you explain that? Y'all can add that in the comments too while y'all defending this shit. I'm out.